mean, it was a great hit. It was an awesome event. Today, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be comparing and contrasting a Cristalino bottle, which I took to Alex's house and it went down like in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And as I always say, no seal, no deal. This is the one, the only, straight from Mexico, straight from Los Altos de Jalisco. So I brought it straight just for you, bro, just so we can drink it together. We previewed this already at his house, but today we're going to be comparing the different types of tequila and how they actually distill the process and all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and share this. And I believe now I can tag you. So I'm going to be sharing this to actually my page as well, so that everybody can join us and see this awesome chat we got going on. I think now I can tag you on here, bro. I should be able to.
No idea.
Yeah, this is weird. Like if I type in your name, it should come up and it doesn't. Either which way. It got posted. So let's try this one out first. This one's in a Cristalino. And actually it's a mixture of different Cristalinos. So the Amante Nobel, this actual company, this Tequilero Maestro, was kind of the first one that actually launched this whole trend that we're seeing called Cristalinos, which are tequilas that are distilled to remove the color, essentially creating another process in the finished product, another step before they actually bottle it. They will distill it one more time. So as you know, vodka people, vodka drinkers like Tito's, because it's like distilled 6 times or filtered 6 times, same process. They actually remove the color, distill one more time. So that's why it's a little bit smoother, depending on how you like your tequila. Some people are very traditional and they like white or blanco tequilas, virgin tequilas that are not aged in barrels. So they don't get the color, they don't get that oaky flavor. For folks who are bourbon, Scotch, whiskey drinkers, they're going to prefer an añejo tequila, which we'll try after this. But I want to give Alex the opportunity here to try the Cristalino first, because the flavor is a lot more smoother, a lot more cleaner compared to another, like a robust añejo, which is going to have a lot more color in it, aged much longer. We're talking about anywhere between 8 to 12 months, maybe even sometimes 18 months if they're going for an extra añejo, which this one's barreled for, I'd say 13, 14 months to really get that color in there. This one's a mixture of reposado and añejo. So they do is they kind of do like a mixture to give it a little bit more flavor. Distilled again, removes the color, and you're left with a really clean product. It says tequila reposado at the bottom. So it's not technically as aged as this one, but still mixed with other tequilas to kind of have that nice balance and have a nice clean finish. So we'll see how it goes down, bro. Salud.
Salud.
Thoughts?
That's good. I remember.
So a little sweetness there at the end, I think.
Yeah.
Very smooth. I mean, this is room temperature. So obviously in the drink, it's going to be disguised very well, but me and Alex can do a taste at all. Like usually people drink tequila. They're like, ugh.
Normally I do. I'm not a big shot taker, as you know.
So very smooth, nothing too crazy. But initially, like it's just a smooth finish. There's a little bit of a burn there, but not major, but it does go down really smooth at the end. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna throw a little bit of sparkling water here so we can clean out the tequila. Got it. And just to cleanse the palate a little bit. But it's stayed very popular. I know you guys, you and your family, you and Destiny, you guys like to partake in cocktails, in drinking. I know you guys have a nice little collection. I saw it. It was brought to my attention, but I know you are a little bit more of a whiskey guy, Scotch guy, aren't you? Do you tend to lean that way a little
bit lately? I'm more just cocktails, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I've always been kind of like a Moscow Mule type, but lately it's been the whiskey and ginger ale.
Okay.
things like that. That I kind of got hooked on a couple years back now, and that's kind of my go-to. But actually, lately, vodka and tonic.
Oof.
Yeah. So yeah.
So
it just depends.
yeah, I mean, for me, it depends on the mood.
Yeah.
For me, it depends. Like if it's cold outside, I'm drinking tequila. I'm not really
Okay.
drinking beer or not drinking anything that's going to be, you know, too cold. I usually sip on a tequila if it's hot. Excuse me, if it's a cold day, cold evening, or I even get myself some grape juice, some wine. You know, I'm a really big wine drinker. I love
Yeah.
drinking wine, but lately I've just been on a tequila hype.
Okay.
Especially because I've been going to Mexico a lot, and I mean,
That makes sense.
I mean, they don't get me wrong. You know, 𝘌𝘹 𝘠𝘪𝘴, which is kind of Ensenada area of Mexico. There's a lot of wine drinkers there. There's a lot of wine vineyards. It's becoming like the next thing. It's like the Napa Valley of Mexico, but
Got it. Okay.
that's where we were trying to go when we were in San Diego
Oh, yes.
for NAHREP. So,
Which will be back September.
which we will should do in September.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it depends. I mean, I like tequila just because I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm getting. And I know that if I keep it easy,
Yeah.
take it easy, I should say, and not going too crazy, I'm not going to wake up sluggish or hungover or like feeling like I want to end somebody's world because they gave me those drinks, right? But more so, I just like to keep it cool. I got work to do. I got people to see, you know, family to hang out with. So I'm not trying to overdo it and wake up and not have any energy. So but yeah, tequila's kind of been my thing lately, but I do love a good scotch. I do love a good whiskey.
Yeah.
Don't love vodka just because it doesn't love me back. So I stayed away, but as you guys can see, very different color, right?
Yeah.
Clear, dark. Now this is all the aging process. This is the, you know, sitting in the barrels, collecting that pretty much that aging process of the barrel that gives it that kind of oakiness flavor. Yeah, I mean, overall, like people who are big whiskey and like bourbon and scotch drinkers, like they're gonna end up gravitating more towards añejos because of that oakiness to it.
Yeah.
So this one's been aged for a little over a year. I don't know if I've told you the story, but I've met actually the people who make this tequila, and it was a funny story. How I met them was like we were at pretty much at the parties I was just at in April for Tepatitlán. They were some gentlemen there that were on horses, and we started chatting it up, and then they told us that they make tequila, and then ended up being that their family knows our family. So we're like, hey, when can we come over? And they were just like, well, come over tomorrow. We're gonna be there. So I was like, oh shiznit. I didn't know it was gonna be that quick, you know. I didn't expect them to just invite us over, but I mean, Latinos are like that. They're very welcoming. They want to bring you to their home. They want to take care of you. They, you know, essentially it's like a peace offering. Like, hey, come over to my property. We'll take care of you. So I got to see their little setup there, and it was just amongst friends, right? When I first tried this tequila, it was actually an añejo, it wasn't an extra añejo, and I was like, holy crap, this is delicious. And I was like, it can't get better than this, right? And they're like, well, when you say that, we have an extra añejo, and I was like, whoa, that's a whole nother level. And they're like, but we don't sell it. We kind of just take it out to weddings and like events for families, right?
Okay.
It's like, well, what can I do to get my hands on it? So the cat got out the bag. People found out about it, and they wanted to, you know, obviously they wanted to buy it more. So it's not sold as often as if you were to go to a store and be like, hey, I'm looking, or if you're in Jalisco and you're looking for a good tequila, and you're like, hey, I'm looking for the De La Torre Reserva, they're most likely going to give you their añejo or their reposado.
Got it.
You have to know them a little bit more on a personal level to actually get this one brought to your store, because as you guys see, this is made in Mexico. It's not brought here. There's no sticker, right? They're not paying the tax on this guy. So they literally don't even do any numbers on here or anything. They're just literally, by the time they put the stickers on them, they already have them sold. So they're a little bit more selective. So people don't, I would say, they're not really going to go ask for it if they don't know about it. But overall, very, very good tequila. It goes down extremely smooth. It has a great flavor. I'm like, for me to toss up, like, it depends on how I'm feeling. I'm either going cristalino or I'm going an extra añejo or an añejo. That's just who I am. Or we're drinking the Ricky, which Alex and my boy Michael Bardales nicknamed. So the Ricky is it's Casamigos Añejo with sparkling water, splash of Coke, and a little lime in there.
That's right.
It'll change your life.
Oh, that's delicious.
It'll change your life. It's a really refreshing drink. People are like, why do you put the Coke in there? It's just to add a little sweetness to it, because it's a little bitter with just tequila and just the sparkling water. Sometimes they only have tonic or club soda or whatever. But make sure it's sparkling water. And make sure that you put a little lime in there. I like to squeeze mine in there, but very refreshing drink. And I drink it all the time. So that's why these gentlemen dub it the Ricky, because we're tossing them back like pineapple juice.
Yeah, and it's not the same if you do regular water or club soda, because that place didn't have sparkling water when I tried it, and I was like, yeah, I'll just wait till I'm with you again.
Yeah, it changes
do it correctly.
Yeah, it kind of changes the whole taste on it.
Yeah.
It's not as enjoyable because you're like, it doesn't taste right. You're like, what the hell is it? And sometimes it's because they either use like tonic water or club soda or something.
Yep.
So sparkling water is key because there's no really much flavor to it. You're doing it mainly for the carbonation, right? Get a little burp on, get your H2O in essentially.
Very true.
But yeah, I mean, this is a whole different vibe. Much different smell. It's super oaky, like.
Yeah, it is
super oaky. And this is the bottle that me and Nancy didn't finish when we did our last tequila transactions. We almost finished this damn thing, but
wow.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun.
That ain't happening.
And no, yeah, we're not getting too deep today.
No.
Yeah, we got things to do this weekend. But either which way, yeah, it's one of my faves, my go-to. I bring back at least 3 bottles every time I come and go. So definitely one on the Christmas list, one that you should always enjoy. And a lot of my clients know I usually give these bottles out, and they're like, "Oh, we haven't even had any. We're waiting for you to come over." I'm like, "Oh, shit." Well, where's the couch and where's the sleeping bag? Because like we're probably gonna finish the darn thing. But yeah, brother, whenever you're ready.
Yep.
What's up, Luis? Hope all is well, brother. Salud.
That kind of has it is a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Kind of like a little caramel type.
Yeah.
Type of, yeah.
Oh, for sure. At the end is like super caramel kind of like. Totally different flavor.
Yeah.
Totally different flavoring. Extremely smooth. I honestly think this one's a lot smoother in my opinion. But
yeah, I think so.
I think this one's cleaner, obviously. It just takes much more cleaner. You're not getting that really, because at the end I'm getting a lot of oakiness now.
Yeah, the other one has a little bit more of a burn.
Yeah.
Than this one did.
I mean, it just depends on your palate and what you like. But I mean, that just comparing them both, I mean, obviously they're both really good tequilas, but for me, I think if I'm gonna be drinking, like if I'm gonna be drinking, I think I'm probably gonna go with this one because I can disguise it a little bit better in the cocktails, a little smoother, kind of a little bit cleaner. But if I'm gonna go, like if I'm just gonna be sipping, I think I'm gonna sip on this one. And that's kind of how I'm thinking. For me, it's like it just depends. Sometimes I'm still diluting this one. I'm making the Ricky with this one. Okay. And it's just as good, but sometimes like if I do this one, I think it's a little bit more enjoyable because it's a lot, I would say more refreshing versus this one. You're going to get that a lot of that oakiness flavor in your beverage. But overall, I mean, shoot, if they were to ask me which one do you want, I'd have to second guess myself a little bit because they're both really, really good tequilas. And it's just like, for me, it's like, I'm just trying to drink. So it's like, it depends on the mood I'm feeling and kind of who I'm around essentially too. It's like, it all depends on the mood. For me, it's like tequila should be meant to enjoyed and shared. Yeah. Versus kept to yourself. So correct. Hence why you're here, my man.
Very cool. So next taste test is the Ricky with both of those. See?
Okay. I didn't bring any Coke today.
No, it's fine.
But we will definitely do it. Yeah, that's definitely on the list for sure. We should definitely try to see which one. Yeah. And I honestly don't think I've done it with either of these. I'm usually drinking. Yeah. I'm usually making that drink when I go to like bars. Correct. Going out, and I'm like, I know. Yeah. And I'm like, if you guys have a Casamigos, I know I'm gonna have a good drink that I can enjoy, right? Yeah. So, but no, can't complain. Like them both. Ultimately, just depends on your palate and who you are, what you like. But what have you guys been drinking lately? Like, is there any? I know you guys haven't. Like I said, Destiny opened the doors of heaven, and I was just like, oh, they got a little bit of everything up there.
Well, it just depends. So like, since
What is
it
your
was
guys'
a-
like
it was
go-to?
it was a Cinco de Mayo thing, so she,
Right.
you know, making the margaritas and stuff, and then how she does it with the chamoy and the tahine, and yeah, so then it tastes like candy.
Yeah.
So which is dangerous because you have a couple and you're like, man. So but she could drink tequila, and it takes her tons and tons of shots to get that, where I can't do that. I can't do shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, lately it's been well, depending who I'm with. So like the last event,
Mhm.
and my friend there, his thing's vodka tonic, so I've been doing that.
Right.
Or you know, or beers, or if I'm someone that likes Moscow Mules, let's go Moscow Mules. It just kind of varies. So I'm going to a work event on Monday, so you know, who knows what I'm gonna want to drink those couple days, whatever.
Sure.
It just all depends. But it's either beer or cocktails. I don't do shots. I can't do yeah, I can't. I don't just at home and take shots or anything. So it'd be with the, you know, if it's gonna be tequila, it'd be like tequila, or we have like a, what do we do, like squirt or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Citrus soda is usually the way to go. I personally have tried to do like more of a 80-20. Like I'll do like 80%. Like if there's no Coke or anything, sometimes I'll switch it up and I'll do like sparkling water splash of squirt. And the reason why is because for me, it's like I said, if I'm drinking, I'm gonna be drinking, right?
Yeah.
So like for me, it's if I drink a lot of squirt, I feel like you get a little bit more, you get too much sugar.
Correct.
So I try to spread it
water.
out a little bit.
Okay.
So I'll do like, and sometimes I'll be just be crazy, and I'll be like, all right, tequila, sparkling water, squirt, little Coke, boom. And then it's like, it just depends. Like if I make a little concoction, I just roll with it. But I love it with squirt. That's the way I always used to enjoy it. Essentially similar as they do the cantaritos, like they'll do like the little clay cups. You ever had those before?
No.
They have like a little, so essentially a cantarito, they have like a little clay cup, right? And they'll do like, instead of doing that, well, they'll still add squirt,
Okay.
but they do a lot of citrus. So what they'll do is they'll do like ice, tequila, little salt, lime juice, grapefruit juice,
Wow.
squirt. Sometimes they'll do squirt, boom, fill it with the rest with like sparkling water. And it's phenomenal. And you know who has them is Capullo here in Walnut Creek.
Okay.
So Capullo in Walnut Creek has them.
I haven't been there.
There's a few other places
To do this is growing.
Yeah. But yeah, they're super refreshing. I don't know where else they would have them, but I know I've seen them there. But no, they're super refreshing, and it's like
It sounds good.
yeah, it's like, and you're like, what the hell is salt? But it adds like an extra level to it. It's crazy.
It's a hot day, Jay.
Yeah.
You know?
So who knows what's going to happen after this? All right, man. Well, we chatted a little bit of tequila here. So dive into the real stuff. The real reason why we're here is because we're both in real estate, both part of NAHREP, both do a good deal of business, and we're helping out a lot of amazing people reach their goals in real estate. But what are you seeing, and what are you thinking about these next couple months? I think as we have seen, there's been a lot of movement. There's a lot of different things going on
quickly.
And it's exactly fast. Like, it's not like, over a year, interest rates gone up like 2%. Like, no.
It's like, weird. It just happens like overnight. Literally overnight. So so the market, as you know, was hot. What, January, February, March? I mean, going into April, and then all of a sudden the rates just started going up. And people predict, I mean, you're gonna have your predictions. People are gonna throw the things. No one knows. You got a crystal ball, we don't be rich. They said
we'd be on a yacht. We'd be on a yacht doing this.
Seriously, in Mexico.
I love that. Yeah, that's exactly what would be happening.
Yeah,
that's exactly what would be happening.
But yeah, they said rates, will be high by the end of the year, or whatever. But like here, we're in May. They came up like that. They just started growing, and it was like a quarter each week. So it went from like 2.5 to like 2.25, 3, 3.5, 4, and it was just like, and then I even saw them think they hit what, 5 high fives.
Yeah.
So they kind of started to balance out a little bit, but I mean, tell me to predict what's going to happen the next 3 months. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint right now.
Yeah.
What exactly is going on in the real estate market? So for us to tell you, we know exactly what's going on, we don't.
No one does.
All we can kind of tell you is what we're seeing every day. And the one thing I will say is I think it's promising is I think we are finally going to see as usually as typically we see, because this is not new. Typically during these months, we do see an increase in inventory.
Yep, it's happening.
So I'm sure that is inevitable. And I think, you know, ultimately we don't know how much inventory is coming on, but there's going to be a good amount. Just, you know, talking to other realtors, you know, just listening to inspectors, because they also have the insight, because they're doing pre-inspections for these new listings coming on, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I definitely think there's gonna be more houses available. That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But where interest rate's gonna go, we don't know.
No.
You know, what's gonna happen tomorrow, we don't know. There's a lot of things internally and externally. Obviously, you know, the war in Ukraine is still going on. We still got a lot of things going on externally out of this country that we cannot control. But you know, what we hope is that banks don't get stingy and they start to hold back. I think what we want them, obviously, we want them to continue to let our clients borrow money, essentially, you know, allow the market to stabilize, which would be great. Finally, after all these years of just overbidding and, you know, prices skyrocketing over these last, all these years.
Correct.
And hopefully it happens, but you know, for us, we can only tell you what we see every single day. For you buyers, it looks more promising every day. Hopefully it starts to even out. So don't get discouraged. I've told my clients, like, you're early in the process, you know, don't get discouraged. We're still going to see a lot more inventory come on. So if we haven't seen anything yet, don't worry about it. So ultimately there is hope, and that just means for sellers that they can't think like they hold all the cards anymore. And we have to be able to give them realistic expectations. You know, we have to make sure that we're doing our research, we're doing our homework, and we're not trying to build off that last comp and get another 50 to 100,000 over that last comp. It's not going to happen. But being really realistic, comparing apples to apples and saying, okay, if we price here, we should be able to get around here. But I think more than anything is just making people understand that, you know, this is going to be a more even, hopefully, like a more even keel market. Hopefully,
it looks like that's what it's headed to. You're getting homes to sit on the market a little bit longer, so they're not flying off the shelves as they used to. You're seeing a lot more price reduction, so that's just because
Mike B, what's up, Michael Bardalis?
Oh, there he is,
finally joining us, my sir.
Yo, where you at?
You want to go to a golf tournament in a couple weeks?
Down.
Okay, Luis, we might have another one for the golf tournament. I just saw this right now.
So you're getting home sitting. Price cuts, because I think some agents are still listing them as if we were, you know, in a month or so ago. But you can't do that. Like you said, you have to kind of gauge what the new market's kind of showing.
Right.
But you are getting inventory, like you're going on tour and you're getting a lot more homes, where just a few weeks ago or a month ago or whatever, you were seeing 1 or 2 homes. Now lately it's been like 10 or 12. So the homes are coming on, and we're getting close to June. People tend to sell in the summer because of schools and things like that. People are moving. It's looking like we're headed to, still a seller's market, headed towards a neutral market. So not going to a buyer's market, at least not yet.
No, the hopes. That's the hopes.
So
we neutralize, kind of level out a little bit.
Level out the playing field a little bit. So sellers just got to be a little more patient, but you have a good agent, you'll be just fine. And I lost the next thing I was gonna say, but it's interesting. So that's pretty much what I'm telling my buyers. You know, more inventory is coming up. With the rates, people are like, the rates are too high. But I'm sharing this on my social media and everything. You go through the history, rates are still very low. They were extremely low in 2s, 3s. But you talk to your parents, grandparents, they bought in the 10s, the 12s, 15s, 16, up 16.9%, and 81 was the highest. So right now we're in the 5s. That's still awesome. I bought a house in 07 and my rate was almost 7. So
rates are always a big topic, but my thing is, like, you're ready to buy when you're ready to buy, It's like it's situational more than anything. And that good thing that we're jumping on that topic is because Luis just asked, do you guys see interest rates continue to rise, and how long? It's hard to predict that, because there's so much things involved, Luis. Is like we don't know until our lenders are like, it's a good day or it's a bad day or this or that. It's like,
Changes weekly.
So I don't, just speaking personally, I don't think we're gonna see them continue to rise as quickly as we saw.
No.
Because, inevitably, as things go up fast, hopefully they level off and start to maybe trickle down just a little bit.
Mhm.
We're not going to probably see 2% again. We're probably not going to see 3% again.
Correct.
So unfortunately, that boat has sailed. But like Alex touched on, is interest rates were extremely high in the 90s, extremely high when our parents bought. Uncles, aunts, everybody else, they'll tell you like, oh yeah, we bought when it was 9%, 11%, 13%.
Yeah.
But it's all about having a great lender. And for us, I mean, we have great lender partners that you can obviously go out and shop and get your best rate, get your best loan, and make sure that, that you're getting everything that is important to you, satisfying everything that's very, very important to you. Obviously, it's not just about the rate, but it's about, everything that's involved with that lender. Like, are you able to have a great conversation with them? Do you trust them? Ultimately, like, does everything sound right, look right, kind of thing? You want to make sure that you look at your bottom line. What are your payments on that particular price point? Does that make sense to you? And there's nothing wrong with shopping it around. Like, you want to make sure that you have, a great feeling with the lender as well as your realtor. Like, you have to be vibing with that person.
Yep.
Because more than us, you're going to be sharing much more personal information with your lender. So that person is going to know about your bank statements, about your taxes, about everything. So just about making sure that everything's aligned.
Mhm.
And that's what I always say. And it's like, if you're not happy with what you're qualified for, well then, tell your lender, well, what can I do to get to this point, kind of thing? Because you may have to add mom, you may have to add dad, you may have to get a co-signer, you may have to get a gift, but making sure that you're very, very vocal about what your goals are so we can help you achieve them. But I would say ultimately, make sure that you're talking to different lenders. I always offer a couple, because I don't want to just be like, oh, here, this is the person.
Can't
That's
just go
it.
with one.
Right?
Yep.
So giving you an option to talk to at least a couple of them, and then you can kind of compare apples to apples. Like, all right, I felt more comfortable with this person or that person, and they're going to offer us this. So just making sure that you're doing your homework, as well as we are going to be giving you different resources, and then ultimately you feel comfortable and empowered to move forward. Because at that point, once you're qualified and you're pre-approved, we're ready to take you out there and hit the streets. And we're ready to go make sure that we find you that right home, right? But it just comes down to, does it make sense? Does it make sense financially? Are we able to find you a home that you're looking for in that price point? And then after that, we're off to the races, right? So, oh man, we got people tuning in. What's up, Angelica?
Nice.
Oh,
Hey.
of course, Bardalis look Celtics.
Oh yeah. What's the score now?
Hey, I think they're up big still, man. Hey,
Still?
Mike, if you're still on here, bro, I'm betting with you, man. I like the Celtics. And I'm a Laker fan. I like the Celtics.
Gosh.
Defense, man. Let's see. It's gonna be a Celtics Warriors championship. Watch it.
I'm ready.
Watch
for
it.
that.
Yeah. See, he's on here. He's hella
Oh
likes.
yeah. Up by 30.
Up by 30.
Yeah. That's how the Warriors
Sheesh.
were last night.
What's up, Angelica? What's up, everybody?
Yeah. And then
Oh, Michael says he's a fantastic lender.
going back to what you were saying too, sometimes for clients, you guys can be like 5-10 points away with your credit score just to get up to another level too. So you have to make sure, whatever you get approved for, you can always improve that too. So definitely. Yeah.
I love it. Sounds like a plan to me. You thirsty over there? Or?
Okay, hold on.
You tell me when, man.
Oh. Let them see. Just kidding. No, that's good.
Righty. Well, yeah, I mean, good stuff. Hopefully they keep it up. Talking about the Celtics, hopefully they keep it up, because I like your guys' team a lot. Jason Tatum is like another one of my really favorite players. Like,
Yeah,
I like
the
him.
Celtics too.
I like him a lot.
More than the Heat.
Yes, I
So,
do. I don't really,
that'd be
man,
cool.
I'm not a fan of Butler, man. I'm not a fan of that dude. I
No.
just don't. I'm sorry.
Me neither.
I'm
See,
sorry if I'm
we're
hurt feelings.
We're going to the game.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's go.
Let's finish the first. See how it
It's-
goes first. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to send Michael Bardalis some clients so he can take us to the game. There we go.
Nice. Nice.
Mike, I hope you're
Sweet.
listening. Sweets involved or sweets involved?
Nice. Chase Arena, here we come. Nice.
Oh, thank you, Angelica. Yeah, everything's still turning and burning over here. We're still working. We're still getting clients in the homes.
Yep.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler's a beast, but not a fan of the guy.
No.
Let's just hope Jason Tatum pulls it off and can feed the ball and get involved because I do like the guy. I do wish. I mean, for him, I think he's like the next face of the NBA. I do like Luka as well, but my man is solo out there.
Yeah,
and Warriors got too much firepower. And this is coming from a Lakers fan, y'all. This is coming from a Lakers fan. But ultimately, there's going to be a nice little setup there. I think it's going to be a lot of offense with Steph Curry and company versus Jason Tatum and company's defense. That's going to be a nice little championship. So I would love to see that.
Me too.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, and Dallas, Bullock, and Dinwiddie can only do so much.
Oh, he wants us to. Yeah, he says client equals game.
Well, looks like I gotta get to work.
Hello. All righty. That sounds like a plan to me.
2 weeks before the final start.
That sounds like a plan to me. But yeah, guys, anybody else have any questions about real estate, anything about tequila, let us know. We're here at your disposal. I mean, actually just not going to be just chilling drinking because I think we gave you guys a whole synopsis of the market like in 2 minutes here. So there's not much more for us to talk about real estate because ultimately that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We do know what's going on today, and we know what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So for us, we're just taking it day by day, educating our clients, making sure that we're giving them obviously the best service possible. But it's a very, very different situation right now because these last few years we were just really accustomed to everything just going up and up and up and up and up and up, and interest rates being very low. But ball games change. We got to be a little more strategic now, and ultimately we'll see where it goes. We're gonna either which way we're gonna be working. We're gonna be here helping you guys. So
basically,
just holler. We'll take care of you guys. We cover pretty much all the same areas. I go to Alameda County a lot. Do you venture out there a lot? No. So I'll take all your Alameda clients.
You're closer.
I'll take all your Alameda
Less traffic
clients.
for
And
you.
Alex is the king of Brentwood area. So just holler at us. We'll take care of you guys, obviously. But ultimately, I mean, there's just a lot of unpredictable things going on in real estate right now where, like I said, we don't know what the hell what's going to happen tomorrow. I just know that today I'm drinking tequila with my boy Alex, and tomorrow we'll see what happens. And we got playoff basketball going on right now.
Yes.
The Giants and not so much anybody else, but I would say just the Giants are doing really, really well right now. I was going to say the A's because I wanted to be funny, and I know you guys would give me a hard time. Brandon Carroll, it's all your fault. It's all your fault, Brandon Carroll. But no, I've always supported the A's growing up because, dude, I would go watch games for $2 and skip school. And yeah, all my teachers ever like, "Where's Ricky today?" I was at the A's game. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Giants fan. We're actually going to a game in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Against the Smurfs. Yep, the Smurfs.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm just right now it's good because of our basketball teams your basketball team's doing pretty well. Mine's not doing too well, but
no,
baseball's exciting right now. We got a lot of good stuff going on with baseball.
Team didn't do very well. Your early 2000s All-Star team didn't do well.
Hey, bro, we were trying to reminisce, man. We were trying to bring all the old guys together again. But it didn't really happen the way we thought it was.
LeBron, AD, Westbrook, Carmelo, no playoffs.
Everybody was hurt. They should have put me out there. Man. But yeah, I mean, basketball is fun. I've already put it out there. Celtics, Warriors, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be offense versus defense. We'll see who comes up on top. But I mean, yeah, we got lots of good stuff going on with baseball. Got great weather coming around. So it's tequila season. Let me see what else. I think we got some questions. And what are you drinking?
Tequila.
Yeah, we're drinking tequila, bro. Oh, your daughter got a job at the Claremont Country Club. Ooh, cheers, salud. Nice. Hey, what's up? Go. Let's go, man. Damn. Mike, you got to get yourself a set, bro. You got to get yourself a cheap little set. And we're going to go out there. Who cares if you don't hit the ball? We're going to go have fun. We're going to drink tequila. You already know.
So we're going to the country club.
Let's do it.
Country club got to prepare.
Yes, Angelica, there's a lot to be grateful during these uncertain times. Yeah. For sure. I love that. That's very, very true. A lot of stuff going on. We got to just be grateful for what we have. Michael said, A's, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, but dude, let's do it. Where do I get the tequila? Where I get the tequila is like there's a dime a dozen. Like literally, in Mexico, like you like every time you see a 7-Eleven, that's like a liquor store in Mexico for real. For like, so you walk into these stores, I mean, they got the whole thing going on. They even have something called Oxxos, which are very similar to 7-Elevens, right? They also sell bottles there.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
they do sell bottles there. So they got liquor stores too. So if you want to go in for some chips and a bottle of tequila, you can do that. That's how beautiful it is out there. I'm telling you guys. But this one is different. This one actually have to get it from a smaller tequila company, like a smaller tequila store, a little bit more family owned, like mom and pop shop, because they have connections with our neighboring town, which is Tepatitlan. I'm from a little town called Mezcala. So essentially what like happens is there's relationships that go down, they buy boxes of them, and obviously they make money by reselling them, right? So this one's a little bit more selective. This one you can find anywhere. This one I picked up from the airport. So they had a deal, 3 of them for $90. I said, let me get those. Let me take those home. So $30 a bottle. Very, very inexpensive. I think here they're about 40-ish. They had one at Costco. It was like a liter bottle, I think for like 50 or $60, and it had like a light at the bottom. It was pretty legit.
Oh, geez.
Clicked on the light and started like doing a little dance show and stuff. Why not? But Costco has the plug. But no, they're not that expensive. This one's about $30 US. This one is about $20 US. And in my opinion, they're both damn good. You can't go wrong with either one. So when you're in the airport, make sure before you leave Mexico, if you're in the airport, make sure you go to duty free. I just gave you guys a great recommendation. This is the 𝘈𝘪𝘴𝘰𝘥𝘦. Make sure you get a good tequila. Like don't let them talk you into their little stuff that they got going on. But if you guys need anything, just hit me up, FaceTime me, bring me back one. It's good. We'll be all right. Oh, yep. NAHREP. Yeah, NAHREP all day, bro. You already know.
East Bay.
You already know. But yeah, I think East Bay needs a country club outing to the Claremont Country Club. And I play there. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of fun. It's a great place, great course. I say we set that up, dude. I say we set it up. Just tell your daughter that her and her uncle, or her dad and her uncles are going to pull up.
We need that family discount.
All right, y'all. Well, I think we're good to go, man. Unless you got anything else to tell the people, man. Well, I would like for you to tell them where to follow you, where to get in touch with you, because I know you're all over the place. You do a lot for CAR, you do a lot for YPN, do a lot for NAHREP. My man Alex, I don't know how he does it with kids and wife and being in real estate.
Juggling act.
And a lot of tequila,
Yeah, so it's Huezo Real Estate. Pretty much you can find me anywhere. Instagram, Facebook. But yeah, those are pretty much my main two.
Awesome.
And they're sharing posts, doing the reels.
The dude busts out reels like every day.
Yeah,
I don't know how he does it.
I'm doing it 3 times a week. I'm gonna be doing it every day. So I mean, reels is where it's at. That's what they're saying.
Yep.
It's showing. The numbers show it.
Yep.
They're fun to do.
Yeah, they are.
People love it. People love laughing.
Yeah, they can laugh with me or
laugh with me.
I don't care.
No problem. But yep, Facebook, Instagram, where I'm at.
All right, guys. Well, appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Follow my man Alex Huezo. You can't find him, just look under my friends. He's there.
Yep.
If he's not there,
I should be in the VIP list.
This guy pissed me off. Start talking shit about the Lakers or something. But we appreciate you guys all very much. We're probably gonna hang out here, finish up our drink. But it was a pleasure having all of you guys.
Yes.
Hit us up if you need anything. If you want to join NAHREP, holla.
Yeah.
Holla, holla, holla. We have a great event coming up in July. Stay tuned. That's going to be coming up. I'm giving you guys some inside tips here. So NAHREP East Bay is putting on a sick event. Sick. July. If you guys were at our last event, you guys already know what happened. You know what's going to happen again. I'm going to pull up like this. That's how I'm pulling up. So it's about to go down. Make sure you guys pull up. We're going to have some tacos. It's going to be an amazing time. I just said tacos. Everybody's going to sign up.
Right.
So hit us up if you guys want to join our next event. If you guys are not members of NAHREP, hit us up as well. We'll get you the link. We'll get you guys signed up. I'll put you in touch with Nancy herself. Nancy will sign you guys up. Nancy Garcia, if you're listening, we're going to have to get some people signed up.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got a great event coming up July. You guys stay tuned. It was again, pleasure having you guys. Appreciate you guys for joining us. Tequila Transactions 24. My man, Alex, the Flex, Alex Huezo. Appreciate you, bro.
Peace.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And we're out. Thanks, guys. Peace.